Welcome back. It is now Saturday and I'm moving on Monday, so it has been very hectic over the last few days. I haven't really been able to film very much. People have been asking me how I feel about leaving, and I just feel like I don't have time to process because the last few days have been so busy. I have been like leaving the house at like 9 or 10, coming back at 9 or 10. Lots of lessons with my clients before I go, and it's been so nice. So I've just been soaking it all up. It's been obviously bittersweet because I'm excited to move back. I'm excited for my new chapter, and they're excited for me as well. But also really sad to not be continuing on with them. And it's not that far. Like KL and Singapore, we're so close. So I'm always like, if you're ever in KL, just come by. But I think it's more just like the routine of not being able to see each other every week. But yeah, I feel so lucky to have been able to be a part of their Pilates journeys and the studio. I will miss the studio so much. Everyone at the studio has been so sweet. My mentor, Julie, at the studio. Done with work. I finished work on Thursday. So the last few days have just been packing. My boyfriend came down on Thursday. There was a little bit of a hiccup, but he managed to make it down, and my parents are coming down, and we're just packing everything up and then gonna bring it in 2 cars back to KL. I don't really have furniture to bring back, which is great because my place was fully furnished. Maybe just like a shoe cabinet and just like a few things here and there. So it's just like clothes and kitchen stuff and just loose things that kind of need to be put into boxes and sent back. Yesterday we kind of got started on some of the packing, but right now it looks very messy. It's just all over the place, and yeah, it's quite intense, but it's fine. I think we just wanted to get everything out so that we could see what there is, and then we can just put them all into boxes. We also went for lunch yesterday. Side note, we went for lunch at Great World and did our little walk down to Great World, and the otters, the nursing otters that I've been obsessed with, the babies were there. Oh my gosh, and we saw the babies and they were all just like chilling, and it's like, what do they call it? Basically the whole community of otters raised the babies. So the mom was like feeding the babies and the rest of them were hanging around and just like swimming. It was so sweet. So yeah, that was a very nice break from the packing. I know I said I was going to do an apartment video. I just really don't have time. So I'll do a bit of an empty apartment tour, maybe tell you a little bit about how I found it, and if you guys have any questions, then I'll just try and answer them in the comments. Honestly, looks like someone has ransacked the place. There's really no organization to this. There's some boxes over there. I've just taken the stuff out of the cupboards and stuff, and I'll just pop them here so I can see what everything is, and then I'm just gonna start putting them into boxes and stuff. It is currently 3:30 and we've actually made a lot of progress. I think a lot of the things are in boxes now, which was our goal. All the clothes are done, they're upstairs. I just have like a few for the next few days. The plates and stuff we've wrapped up and put away. Kitchen stuff put away. It's just all the like random bits and pieces that are left over now. So let me just show you how it looks. So these are like some plates and bowls and stuff. We've got books, some kitchen stuff here, kitchen stuff, more kitchen stuff, bathroom, like toiletries. Upstairs we've got clothes all done. So now it's just like, yeah, the random stuff that is just like all over the countertops, but I will sort that out. Sent my boyfriend off for a massage with Anna, my massage lady, lymphatic drainage massage lady. She is so good. I had actually a few more massages on my package, and I would have really have liked to have gone, but there's just no time, and she is also like fully booked for the next few days. So I've just sent him to go for a massage, and then I'm gonna try and clean up all the scraps before my parents get here. So let's see how we do. It's day 2 and we got everything packed. Like, I'm kind of shocked that it's so empty and bare here. We still have a cleaner coming soon, so she's gonna help clean everything up, but coffee table's gone, rug is gone, everything on the balcony is gone, all of my plants, and my little table that I had outside is also gone. It's finally happening. The apartment is clean.
we just have our bags ready to go. So I thought I would take you guys around on an empty apartment tour. I wish I'd done this earlier. I wish I did this when I moved in, but you know, let me show you around really quickly. Okay, so we'll start at the front door when you first come in. It is really high ceilings and there's like a staircase that goes up to my loft. Let me show you the loft first since I'm here. It's very shallow, like it's not very tall here, so you can't really stand up here. I could stand up, but my head would just touch the ceiling. And it's actually quite a nice space. I can do quite a lot with the space up here. The previous tenant had like a work desk and she would sit here and look out over the balcony. I kind of had a vanity on this side over here. Maybe I need to go wide angle. Okay, they had like a work desk over here, so it's quite nice because you could kind of look over the balcony. I just had my vanity in this corner, and if you look over, you can see down to the living room, which I thought was quite cool, and you could look out the balcony and stuff. I really liked the big, tall windows. That was like the main thing for me that I really liked about this place. Then you have the bathroom. Pretty spacious, good for like one person. I really like the mirrors here because there's storage behind them, and I just think it is such a waste to not have storage behind your mirrors in the bathroom. Like, where are you gonna put everything? So you can pull out the drawer underneath. There's quite a deep drawer there. The mirrors, you could pull them and open it up. And so there's like one whole thing on this side and then another whole thing on the other side. So I would hide all of my toiletries there. The bathroom in the new place I'm moving to is really nice, but there is no storage. So that is one thing I'm like, what am I gonna do? Okay, moving on. The kitchen. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen, so this was super important for me. I saw a lot of places where the kitchens were like in separate rooms and it was really dark and isolated, and I just couldn't do that. So I really like this place because the kitchen is underneath the loft and it's open. It looks over the living room, and yeah, I just like that it was nice and airy. And then you have the stove, you have the microwave oven, the fridge is here. A lot of people ask me where my washing machine is, and it was underneath. It was hidden away, so there's a washer dryer. So it's so convenient. Like really deep drawers that you could store lots of stuff in. So I would store everything in here. The previous tenant actually put in these racks, but they were super handy, so I would store all my cooking, like my pots, my Le Creuset and stuff were all over there. And then let's go to the bedrooms. It's right here. So the bedroom again, really high ceilings, so nice. And this was a storage bed, so it could actually lift up, and I would put all my like luggage bags and stuff underneath there. It opens out to the balcony. And then nice like wardrobe as well. So this is the living room area. It was fully furnished, so the couch, this little table came with it, the TV, the bed, but I bought like this console on Shopee. I just needed something small. And then this little bar stool, so I'd sit here and have breakfast sometimes, but sometimes I'd actually sit outside on the balcony. I actually did see a lot of places that didn't have a balcony, but I needed to be able to like be indoor and outdoor. So it had a balcony, which was really nice, very big balcony. So I could actually have plants on the side. Sometimes I'd dry my laundry out here, and then I'm sure you guys have seen, but I would sit out here and have my breakfast as well. So that was really nice. So yeah, this is my first adult apartment. In terms of finding an apartment, when I moved down to Singapore, it was, I don't know, this crazy time where rent prices just soared after COVID, and everything was going up by like 1,000, which was crazy. So I had a really hard time finding a place. I think I did like over 30 viewings, and a lot of places were just not really what I was looking for, but also very expensive. And for me, it was like, why am I going to pay so much for something I don't really love? I stumbled upon this place because the day before, my friend and I had gone for dinner. So it's in Robertson Quay, by the way. I'm in Robertson Quay. but we had dinner along the river at Long Beach, and we just decided to walk up and down the river. And I was like, I love this neighborhood. I love all the little apartments. I love that it's by the river. And the next day, I went online and I found one unit in this apartment that had just been listed. I came for a viewing. I was the first viewer, and the agent was the landlord, but he was so nice, and I ended up signing. But that was just after so many units where I had almost just been like, oh my gosh, I just need a place, because I was living out of service apartments at that time. So I'm glad I waited and found somewhere that I loved. It worked out perfectly as well because it was super close to both of the studios. Super close in the sense that I could walk or grab there really quickly. Most of the time I take the train. It is a little far from train stations, so to get to a train station, I would still have to walk quite a bit. So if you're not into walking, maybe this area is not for you. But I really liked it. I would walk home from the studio. It'd be like a 40-minute walk. And then New Borough got built, which is literally around the corner. So it worked out perfectly because it would take 10 minutes for me to walk to the studio. And there's a supermarket there. So I'm really grateful that I got to live here. And I'm gonna really miss this place.